Well, we should be broadcasting now anyway, though. So, as in, well, it'll be recording this right here. Thank you guys for retuning in. If you're still here, and if you left, fuck you. Unless you hit follow and then had to go somewhere because like you were busy, that's fine.
It's fine. Even if you left, you can't hear it anyway. So
That's right.
don't worry. Don't worry. Blind bands coming out were the Wild Soul, Ophelia, Tempest, and Parasite. So we do see that that Parasite band out again. We've seen Ophelia and Parasite band out every time, and Wild Soul band out too. Again, it's one of those heroes that some people just don't want to play against at all, and auto ban it. And it seems like Mooash has been doing this every game. Tempest actually banned by the the Hellborn side, so I would have expected Mooash to be banning that one, but was banned out by the Legion side, so not wanting to deal with the Tempest this game. And yeah, those were the blind bans. Dan's gonna
just
go
to
through
give
the logs.
just to give everyone an idea, if you're just tuning in, this is the Non-Fiction Gaming CyberGamer Invite League, sponsored by Non-Fiction Gaming, so you should go check that out. And we are in round 8, Seraphic Nexus versus Team Mooash, game 3, as we've had a Team Mooash taking out game 1, Seraphic Nexus taking out game 2 quite quickly, and yeah, so we're going into game 3 now. At the locks for this one, we're looking at that Wretched Hag, Bubbles, Keeper of the Forest, Blood Hunter, Gunblade, and Warbeast. I love seeing the Gunblade in there. I don't think it's going to make it with all those other really strong heroes, but I do love a Gunblade.
Blood Hunter, yeah.
Honestly,
a Blood Hunter man.
Joining me, in case you can't tell, is No Way Out's very own Mangy, and we've got KingDryHump, aka, do you have any other super secret names?
nfgHoN.
Nah, just my real name. Yeah.
And who are you playing with these days?
I'm just team aiming on European servers with like some random people.
Yeah, just waiting for the right people to come along with the right figure, with the right check.
Nah, I don't think I'm gonna start playing in a team. Just
fair
working
enough.
and like I don't have time for it.
It's unfortunate.
You can always join the NFG team. Like, we don't actually play competitively. We just, you know,
Yeah.
we cast and and write articles, and that's about it.
Yeah, son.
It's pretty hardcore. We need competitive insight. You know, you could be put that on your business card. Competitive insight for nfglive.com.
I would that would look good on my resume, I think. The bands, the final bands coming out were Rally, Fade, Pebbles, Plague Rider, Illuna, and Moon Queen. So Moon Queen banned out again. So as I said earlier, Johan was surprised that it wasn't blind ban worthy, but it is definitely ban worthy, and it doesn't seem like it's lock worthy though. So teams haven't been locking it, but they have been banning it. So they don't want to see it in the general lock pool. Rally getting banned out, which is unsurprising. That hero is just amazing. Fade again, another one that you don't really want to deal with, along with Pebbles. Plague Rider, super strong suicide, and the one I'm surprised about is Illuna. But I feel Illuna is a bit of an overrated support, but they definitely take that, and they don't want to deal with it, so that was banned out. And the pickups are the general pickups are D-Sharms, Cthulhuphon, and Devourer on the Legion side, and Engineer, Torturer, Magnus on the Hellborn side.
Interesting pick, that Devourer. We haven't really seen Devourer get picked up in a long time. Potentially,
Yes! Sorry.
Team Mooash going for that Blood Hunter
Hunter
pick as well. So, really interesting lineup. They've got a very melee heavy team, very physical heavy team as well, I guess. At least with Demented Shaman being that full support. Keeper of the Forest potentially in the jungle, and if they have, do you think they'll really have sort of Cthulhu in the suicide, or do you think we're going to see Keeper suicide? And then...
Keeper suicide, Cthulhu jungle. I'm very sure. I hope we see the D-Sharm, Devourer mid, and the Blood Hunter solo bottom.
We could see something really interesting. I mean, in the first match, where they had the Parasite and Cthulhu, they had sort of that pseudo tri-lane top, and both Cthulhu and Parasite would steal creeps from the Hellborn jungle. So it's an idea. I don't know. See how we go.
Yeah, they definitely could. What we are seeing is a no jungle on the Hellborn side, so they're going to probably run an aggressive tri lane. They could run a passive tri lane too, but I'd assume they're going to run an aggressive one. That's a beautiful team. This is actually a really good game. We're seeing real interesting kind of not used heroes on the Legion side, and just a lineup that you don't see often. A team make up. Again, with this meta at the moment, there's always a jungle pick, there's always a suicide, there's always a dual mid, but it seems they're swapping that up a bit. They've got that NG mag, they've got 2 strong solos, and they could chuck that taunt anywhere, really. So it'd be interesting to see how they lane this. But we are seeing an NG mag, Dan. So
We are seeing the NG mag.
go.
I want to see it mid, and I'm digging the Black Legion little Space Marine get-up that he's got.
that is a fucking awesome avatar. Just saying, like, if you haven't seen it before, it is a damn flamethrower. That turret is a flamethrower, and it's a beast. So
Is his
I really
energy
like
field
that.
any different?
I don't know. I can't. I
guess we'll
only
find
know
out.
about the turret, man. I'm sorry, but yeah, the turret's the boss. Torture is going support, and it looks like Torture is heading to that bottom lane. So either they're gonna roam the bottom, or Torture is gonna go for an aggressive tri lane at that bot lane. But yeah, sorry about this pause. As normal, we have a bit of a competitive pause. This happens.
Yeah,
It's
everyone
not
was
a
feeding.
strat pause, it's an AFK pause.
Everyone was feeding their dogs and cats and stuff before, I think.
Jesus Christ. Can't wait till before or after the game, boys. It's alright, it happens. But yeah. I don't know, the real interesting one here, like the interesting two actually, is the Devour and the Blood Hunter. I'm really keen to see how they get laned and how they get played. Might be enough. Like, I guess Mooash is going for a bit of that surprise factor, you know, like some teams, they need to pull out that surprise on that strong kind of, those underdog teams want to pull out something different to throw the favourites out of place, and that might work. A Blood Hunter is definitely not something you see, and a Dev is something that you see occasionally, but not very often. It's more of a pub hero, so getting back underway will be definitely interesting to see how this is played.
Well, we had seen a fair few times we'd seen Dev back when that Gluttony skin was very new. I think it was TT Esports played Dev a couple of times.
A couple of times they were testing him out, but didn't really work out for them. Again, Dev's one of those heroes that, you know, you can't guarantee success on Dev. You have to land that hook to be successful on Dev.
I just hate playing against Devourer.
Damn right, man. That is a fucking slut of a hero to play. Like, the simple fact is, you get hooked and you're probably gonna die. Like, no matter how well you're doing in lane, you get hooked and it's done. Like, the lane is over.
Yeah.
But it looks like there might be a bit of action in the bottom lane. This D-Sham needs to be really careful. They did manage to scout out the tri-lane with the little keeper dogs. So the keeper dogs aren't going to pull the... They're sending a Blood Hunter suicide?
Well, yeah, that's really weird. He's going to come up against a Wretched Hag.
Does that mean
Maybe-
Keeper's jungle?
Maybe they weren't. Maybe they're not expecting to keep the Wretched Hag. I mean, Bloodhunter should be fine against something like a Torturer in a short lane. But they do have sort of two suicide heroes. You look at Bubbles and Wretched Hag, but they're in the middle and the top lanes. Then they're tri-laning the bottom here. Seraphic Nexus. You know, we look at the Bloodhunter and we look at the Dev and go, oh wow, Team Mooash, they're trying something a little bit different to throw Seraphic Nexus off, but Seraphic Nexus has just thrown something, you know, spanner in the works here. We got a Magmus, Torturer, and Engineer, potentially setting up a level 1 Bloodlust onto this Demented Shaman or Cthulhu, as they've already put a ward in the lane. They're ready to go.
That's a super strong combo too, though. You know, they could definitely turn this around as the Dishan Cthulhu. If they can get a good stun off with those creeps around, especially if they're going to dive from behind the trees there, that's an insta-kill with the Disham heal. Obviously that Disham heal doing more damage the more creeps that it heals around the opponent, so I really hope we see that come into play. This could be a really interesting lane setup. I like that they're doing the aggressive tri-lane on the Hellborn side too. Definitely is going to shut down that Keeper a lot. I'm just super surprised that they're running Keeper in the jungle rather than running him Suicide. The match up top should be fine. Hag does pretty well against melee heroes, but Bloodhunter again is one of those really strong like solo heroes, just because it's got unlimited health, and without an aggressive jungle there, he's pretty safe in that lane. Bubbles versus Devourer mid is the lineup, the matchup that it's kind of one of those pub matchups, you know, like Bubbles is one of those heroes that's picked in pub a lot, and so is the Dev. So we are seeing that Bubbles Dev. It goes both ways. Again, I feel Dev's one of those heroes, if you land the hook, you pretty much win. Whereas Bubbles, like, you can outplay a Dev all day long. So he does have that take cover ability that can take cover the hook too. It will be interesting to see how it comes out there. But obviously the lane to look at is that tri-lane bottom.
Alright, well, during while waiting, just throw out another Who's That Hero.
Yeah, I may as well. I really have no idea what my...
Don't know how long this pause is going to be. Alright, here we go.
Who's that hero? It's
Gauntlet. Some say I'm heavy-handed.
That went too quickly. This is where we need the top 10 players, man.
Yeah, yeah.
I sent him a message. Just waiting to hear back.
I hope he gets a bit of a reply dilly. Me and Dan were talking about it. We're trying to set up something so in these time periods, you know, there might be someone playing, so you don't be a super de boredom.
Oh yeah,
who's
that
left?
thing you have, like, guess the hero.
Yep.
It's really good.
Yeah, damn right.
It's good fun. It's like a little bit fun. It obviously doesn't last nearly as long. If there's anyone out there who, you know, is part of, you know, a marketing department for a business, your ad could be in there after or before the nfgHoN bit. So, you know, go to a quick ad break in times like this. Bit of private ads. Just send me a message, NFGDan, or Daniel at nonfictiongaming.com. We're gonna have to set you up, Mangy, with like Mangy at nfglive.com. I reckon. That's a new
Sure
email.
thing. Damn right. That'd be beautiful.
And then like,
I need another email to deal with. Holy fuck.
and then Johan can have Johan at esportspro.tv
Yes, sir.
because he's our competitive insight.
What do you got? Bit of banter coming across. I think it's more mad about the.
I think it's because they're getting ready for that obviously level 1 gank, where it's like actually a bit of an issue.
Yeah, it's a bit that. I think on top of that, you know, no one wants to wait. Like, the waiting stinks, man.
Yeah.
I really don't feel that Mosh is the kind of team that would.
Oh, they're
sit
going in
and
on
wait,
Demented
but
Shaman though. Obviously they didn't see it. And they do get taken out.
Deshamp's got absolutely annihilated. The Cthulhu actually went to the jungle to pick up one of those creeps, which is pretty standard for the Cthulhu, but I feel that he probably should have followed that D-Charm into lane, or the D-Charm should have at least followed his creeps. He did get left behind there and just got annihilated for it. So this tri-lane bottom is already doing work. They're actually farming out the jungle, which is just getting a bit of gold, I think. Golden experience away from the lane. Leave Magmus, get a couple of levels, hit that level 3, and that stun is a much more convenient range to land. But the D-Charms is back, and the Cthulhu D-Charms are sitting in lane now.
I actually seem to be getting a bit of lag in-game now. Should have switched to 720.
Hopefully it doesn't persist. The match up top is actually pretty interesting. The Blood Hunter is 7-2 right now, whereas Hag is 4-0. So Blood Hunter doing a particularly good job in this top lane. Again, like a lot of what he's doing right now, the Hag is doing right now, is just trying to harass him out. So he won't be going for too many creep kills, but Blood Hunter can get back to full health. There's not much a Hag can do about it.
Yeah, he's got his iron shield now, but Hag is leveling out his haunt, and that's gonna be super annoying for Blood Hunter.
Oh, most definitely, but in saying that too, Blood Hunter is just going back to full health, just sitting at the creeps, not even worrying about getting back when he gets haunted. So a lot of harass coming out onto the Wretched Hag as well. So yeah, I say the Wretched Hag's doing more damage right now, but the Blood Hunter, just because he's getting his health back instantly, is sitting in a better position right now. And Blood Hunter silence against Hag is obviously really annoying. You can't blink, and yeah, it definitely an interesting lineup top lane. So sending that Suicide Blood Hunter like threw me off completely. The lane mid, it's actually in Bubble's favour right now. So 12-1 for the Devourer and 12-3 for the Bubble. So pretty similar, but slightly ahead for this Bubbles. The Devourer just missing another hook there.
Engineer running into Keeper of the Forest and Demented Shaman, but Torture is close enough nearby that he's going to be pretty confident getting out of there okay.
It looks like this Cthulhu is not even going into lane. I'm a bit scared of the tri-lane there. Even though it is moving around, so we do see that Engineer going to the mid lane. Probably heading top, in fact, because you know, the Blood Hunter is just clearly winning the top lane, so Engie going top is probably a good idea. I don't know if you noticed, but the Hellborn side put a ward behind the tower, so they got complete vision of the Cthulhu right now. They did that for the Bloodlust, and it's just sitting there and it's doing work. So
Level 1 Engineer coming to gank
the Blood Hunter.
Yeah, Blood Hunter's in a little bit of trouble. Good blocking from that Engineer. He does have a keg stun up in a couple of seconds. It's not going to matter though, but it will force that Blood Hunter out of the lane just long enough that Hag can get a couple of good creep kills, couple of denies.
I don't think Hag should have maxed like 1 or 2 levels in Haunt is okay, but 3 is too much.
Yeah, I don't think you need 3. 2 levels in Haunt is pretty much as high as you'll ever need to go in it during laning phase, I feel. But again, like against Amelia, it is a strong ability. It's just getting that Sonar Scream gives much more utility, especially later on. When you're hitting level 8.
in a lot of trouble there, gets silenced by Bubbles right at the end. And underneath the kelp field as well. So Devourer being that second kill. Bubbles obviously destroying that mid lane for now. And I see the flame turret in the top lane. Blood Hunter in a bit of trouble.
Blood Hunter's almost level 6. He needs to really watch out. He did
Wow,
die
so
there.
greedy.
Yeah, he stuck around probably looking for the last hit to get that health back, but just the engineer just chucked a keg out and Bloodhunter dropped. And diving behind the tower is the Torturer and the Magnus, picking up a kill on the underleveled Cthulhuphon, who is sitting at only level 3 right now. I think only getting creep kills from that second ability that he has.
The hook 'em.
Yeah, he is playing particularly passive, and I don't know, I haven't seen this D-Sharm sitting in that lane too often. Obviously it is a bit scary, but it is a dual lane versus dual lane, and like they really need to get into that lane and do something there rather than sit back and do nothing, you know? I think this D-Sharm spent more time in the jungle following around.
Bloodhunter's gonna die.
Oh, he used that hemorrhage onto Engineer. He's trying to get a kill here.
What?
If he can get the kill, it will push him back up. He gets
Oh my-
denied.
Wow,
But
he did have that debuff. Yeah, he still got the debuff and got that XP, so he will live there. And Vertical will die, but a beautiful deny there by Gimli. Really well played. Gimli starting to take it back, that control. That moving the Engie was a really good idea, especially considering how well the Bloodhunter was going. Engie's back already, so ready for a kill here. And Bloodhunter has to be careful. That's slow coming out. I didn't notice this before, but Engie already has Striders.
Ooh,
So that's-
Bloodhunter's in a lot of trouble. Going to get taken down. No chance of the heal that time. So just the haunt ability.
The Forest almost dropping a bot too. Having to pop that root
Yeah,
to
he's
get
gonna
away.
Ooh, Kelfield
Yeah,
being used in the middle lane. Devara's in a lot of trouble here. He's trying to stand still, trying not to break it. Is he going to be able to hold silence being used just in time? Engineer was nearby just in case anyway. Seraphic Nexus just completely destroying this game so far. 0 and 7. They've got Mooash on tilt after that Bloodlust kill. And you see Livewell actually going in here trying to get the Keeper of the Forest heals come out. And Bloodhunter ports in as well. He's just got boots. Great stun by Cthulhu. Doesn't actually stun anyone, but he does get out of the
Torture
stun.
is dead.
Torture goes down. Cthulhu getting the kill.
Doing a good
Look at
job of like
Bubbles,
getting
like-
some picks, but Bubbles
Playing
is
2 amulet. 2 amulet of exiles.
Well, yeah, you
I haven't
need,
seen 2 amulets for so long. In fairness, this is like back close beta kind of thing. Like that's been the last time I saw 2 amulets.
well, surely you
so-
need one for the mana ring and one for the sackstone.
Yeah.
Possibility. The double grave locket, haven't seen that either for a while. I think did they fix that? I believe they fixed that, didn't they? So you can't get 2 charged grave lockets like you used to be able to. Oh, it's fucking OP.
Oh, I didn't know you could get it.
Yeah, dude, like right at the start of grave locket, you could get 2 and get 2 charged, and like it didn't reduce the cooldown by double,
But it gave you the extra stats.
still, you got like so many stats. It was worth a lot. It was cheap as chips, and it was worth like.
It works
you
out to
gotta-
be about the same amount of stats as a Blessed Orb or something, doesn't it?
It's more than a blessed orb, I believe. 2 charged. If it was both charged, it's more than a blessed orb.
Yeah.
For 1100 or something. It was dumb.
It was silly.
Oh,
It was silly. It was silly. But we do see this tri-lane back in action down here. But we have a Bloodhunter in the bottom lane, so it's tri-lane versus tri-lane, but I really don't think the Bloodhunter Cthulhu D-Sharm tri-lane is quite as strong. Unfortunately.
they can like get 1 kill.
Yeah, and the worst part is too, they're leaving this Hag completely free farm top lane. You know, like that Hag was initially just getting annihilated, and Magnus sitting in such a good spot to get a big plays ulti off, as we saw last game. He's definitely looking for a good opportunity.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for Livewell to pop the eruption. He's got a pickled brain. He's ready to go for a mana ring. Keeper is here, and Keeper's got that root ready to go. So if he comes round, he can catch this Magnus, catch this
Oh,
Engineer.
they know.
If they get the stun off, they get the double stun off, triple stun, and that's going to buy them enough time to get out of there.
They're using a lot of resources, like a
get out of
lot of
dodge.
resources at bot.
They're buying time for Devara to get some free farm, you know. Big Devara.
Vera is getting a bit
Ooh,
of free
action
farm.
in the bottom lane though. Keeper of the Forest ends up going down to vertical. Looks like Cthulhu could go down here as well. So they end up exchanging 2. So it was 4v4, and Team Mooash ends up losing 2. Bloodhunter's still nearby, trying to just farm some creeps while he waits. I think this tower's going to go down though, pretty much uncontested. Although Demented Shaman getting nearby, I'm not sure what Bloodhunter's going to be able to do.
It's definitely a down tower, quite easily too. And again, like, this is just SNX dominating the early game and leading up for a really solid mid game. No one on Team Mooash right now has any farm. Again, that tri-lane put them way off, and as soon as they swapped that engineer top, they won every single lane.
Yeah, that's the power of that engineer. It doesn't have to be the engineer Magnus, you know, it's just they have to be on the same team, and then it's just too powerful.
They were in the same lane for a little bit. A little bit. Not the whole time, but a little bit. Long enough for you to be happy, I think.
That's right. I think just, yeah, the Magnus setting up a stun. Any stunner usually goes pretty well with that engineer, of course, but setting up with a stun, knocking him back, it's pretty big.
Got a bit of this SG train coming here from the Mooash boys. Torture's being a bit of a man here, but
Magnus jumping in on the keep of the forest, and he's going to get silenced. Arcane Hide was in the air, unfortunately it was taking a little bit too long to get to him. Bloodhunter's going to go down here as well. Red energy field, definitely looking very cool. But Devour is actually going to get taken out here. And Eruption from Magnus, not going to really lead.
that is everyone except the Cthulhu that was bottom lane. I don't know. Mooash team really just doesn't have the team to come back from this. Bloodhunter needed to do well early game to have a presence, but SNX has just got that just god tier kind of team, and it's versing an experimental team that it's just not working out right now. Right now, like, SNX has complete map control. Like, there is 0 wars, I believe, up on for the Legion side, for the Mooash boys. And I'm sure they're going to continue that lane dominance. We do see a lot of wards sitting on vertical, playing that engineer.
And obviously Wretched Hag. You don't want to let Gimli free farm a lane, and he's pretty much got that health flower almost finished, I think, or did he just buy a bit of it? Is he still waiting on some?
I think it's halfway there.
Halfway there. He is sitting on 300 gold per minute. The hook comes out, unfortunately just misses. Didn't need to blink, but safety first. Hemorrhage goes out though, and with the silence, Magnus and Engineer are here though, and Hag will choose to die. Energy field being used here, and it looks like both the Mooash boys are going to fall. Bloodhunter's taking out a catapult to try and get a little bit of health.
Yeah, that's the NG Mag right there for you. Doing a lot of work. Gimli did die there. I'm not sure if he would have lived regardless, but looks like he might have had a bit of lag. This is Oz servers, boys. Again, sorry for the pause coming out. We are having some issues, but hopefully we can get back on track very shortly.
Yeah, shout out to Felloweer. I haven't actually got a follow from him yet, but oh wait, there we go. Yep, I do. But shout out to him anyway, preemptive shout out, just for saying hi in the chat. We are paying attention, this is a 6-minute delay to anything you hear us say and what we've actually read, but we will usually type back anyway and stuff, so.
Keep it on that, boys. Straight back into this game, it seems.
Let's get it on.
Right now, SNX is sitting at a
Bubbles
10k gold
went
lead
Grave
and an 8k experience lead.
Was
What? Bubbles went Grave Locket? One Grave Locket. One Grave Locket. Are we going to see 2 Grave Lockets?
One guy. One to go.
I'm not sure if he knows that it's changed or not, but it's still like 2 Grave Lockets is semi-viable. I'm not going to knock it just yet. Magmas might be in a little bit of trouble here. He does get... Don't worry, he's going to go for a turn on this Devourer.
Bat Blast coming out, and obviously the Devourer coming out of the Devourer. Magmus, though, he's got a stun up in 1 second. He's going to stun off to the side, I imagine, and teleport out. Actually, no, he's just going to walk out.
He's going for a bit of the mana. Going for a bit of a mana.
The rest of the Hellborn team is here. Bloodhunter trying to do what he can. He does get stopped with that Kelp Field. Magmus in a little bit of trouble, but he's still okay for now. The Blood Sense from Bloodhunter not actually going to matter. And Engineer getting a kill. Obviously Vertical getting a kill onto Mono Indeed, killing that Demented Shaman. Keep of the Forest goes down to that Impale ability. Bloodhunter might get a kill here, but it's not going to be enough. Getting silenced and nuked out. It is Genocide. 5 for 1 exchange.
I'm lost for words here. That was a really unfortunate fight there. I really feel Bloodhunter probably could have got a couple of kills there. He did silence the bubbles there rather than silencing the Magnuson securing a kill. Dev did land a hook there, but now he's going to get turned on. He's in a lot of trouble, but Bubbles living, he is going to drop. The tower changed targets on the Bubbles there. That was a bit of a racist tower there, unfortunately, again. But, yeah.
Oh, Bubbles went for a Storm Spirit, I think.
He's going for the Storm Spirit, is he? Yeah,
Yeah.
that would make sense.
Eruption coming out from Magmus here. He jumps in, gets a double tap. Wow. Oh, no, not quite. Bloodhunter's still okay for now. Devour coming out from that Devourer. They will melt down that Wretched Hag. Shell Surf from that Bubbles, he's there, thrown down Kelfields, he's got Cthulhu, he's got Devourer in his midst. Lava Surge from Magmus, live well, chucking the Steam Bath back up. It is indeed again and again and again. One more Lava Surge in 1 second, he's going to get this Cthulhu fun. Live well getting the kill.
Bigger, like kill.
This beastly engineer, this Black Legion engineer, throwing out little flame turrets.
Yeah. Telling you, that's a really cool engineer skin.
Yeah, I've never seen
again,
it before.
Yeah, it's just new. It's with that Black Legion pack. This is going a lot similar to the last game. You know, the SNX has just taken a huge early game lead. Sure, Mooash could somehow weasel their way back into it, but again, I really don't feel they have kind of the team they needed a really early game advantage here to make this team work.
I think they had
and it didn't really happen.
I think they had more chance in the last game to turn that around.
Yeah,
like when we're talking
I
about
completely agree.
I think this one is too far gone. 5-24. I mean, talking about that first kill, that bloodless kill, obviously in that bot lane down here, was huge. Wasn't, you know, what defined this game, but from there, they were just Cthulhu just had nothing. He was sitting in the jungle, he was under-leveled, and you see Magmus with that portal key now going in on a Cthulhu, on a Demented Shaman, and Bloodhunter's in the mix there, but he's got a Kelp Field on him, and Energy Field gets popped. He will just completely melt.
Energy Field was so big. That's really well played by Twan there, playing that engineer on vertical. It's just a beautiful Energy Field all around. Caught 3 of them, I believe, and they couldn't get out. All of them got annihilated. The only one surviving there was the Cthulhu. Another great Magmus initiation again. Bit of the Trolley Storm Spirits coming out from the Bubbles.
Yeah, just look at the gold per minute. It's just insane.
Yeah.
Live well sitting up there at 440. Seri up there at 440 as well. Wretched Hag, obviously Gimli. It's been free farming a lot, 330, and
GGs have been called.
I think they know it's over. Magmus jumping in with that eruption and the stun. They do lose Torturer. I think Mooash is just having a little bit of fun with it now. The fake CCs.
Bubbles is silenced. She's gonna die.
In a lot of trouble. I'm pretty sure the Bubbles is dead here. Magnus is gonna drop too.
Yeah.
Magnus does go down, but again, I really feel they know this game's over and they're just... The deny comes out from the Devourer. But yeah, they are definitely just having a bit of a muck around here, I feel.
Now, Cthulhu Demented Shaman, which they were running in that bottom lane, is a very powerful lane. They just never got the chance to use it with Demented Shaman getting taken out as that Bloodlust. Cthulhu not really being in the lane, and then, you know, when he was there on his own and not pushing up. But, you know, that Cthulhu Demented Shaman can be a very powerful combo, and I can see why Mooash went for it. But it just really didn't work out for them this time, especially in that bot lane when they came up against, obviously, the tri lane. And Seraphic Nexus showing you don't need a jungler to you know, get that upper hand.
Yeah, definitely. Again, we were talking about that tri lane earlier in the second game, the first one that I casted, talking about how we would like to see an aggressive tri lane run, and we just saw it, and it annihilated. We saw the power.
I think the tri lane is very powerful if you can keep getting those kills, and on a long enough timeline.
What really made it was the roam from the tri lane as well. Like they moved around perfectly. Sending the engineer top just secured that top win, which is the only lane they were really like worried about losing in particular. This dev just can't manage to get a hook off, unfortunately.
And Magnus eruption,
Magnus.
and I think it's that time that the Aussie servers decide to shoot themselves. Can barely see what's happening. Tablet of Command, I believe, used on that Blood Hunter, cancelling his teleport, and of course he will melt as well.
That was again. They kind of went all in for that engineer there, and then engineer push tabbed up the cliff, got away from everything, and then the turn happened, and it was just annihilation from there. Right now,
he's hit a hook. He's hit a hook on the Magnus.
Oh shit!
That's unfortunate. The Keeper of the Forest altered onto that Storm Spirit, and the Devourer's going to suffer for it. This game is very much over, boys. This is just dragging out for a bit of funsies.
Oh, Magnus died.
Magnus dropping. Bubbles in a little bit of trouble here. Push tabs all around the place. He's using his items to get away, but he is denied. Seri is going to drop though. Sorry, Bills is going to drop. Magnus coming in, and then the Angie just to follow up. Goodbye, Keeper of the Forest. The double push tap onto the Magnus, but not working out for him.
Now I'm just having a look at the CyberGamer Invite League ladder. Seraphic Nexus sitting up there. This is going to be their 7th win, I think.
Oh shit!
Hag got hooked there. Actually managed to get a kill on the Hag. Beautiful hook there. Gimli does go down. Bit of friendly banter going on. But SNX, yes, are topping the ladder right now in the Oz CGI competition.
Yeah, so they're right up there, second at the moment, as far as I can see, is Myth Esports and Frenetic Array. Oh, sorry, Frenetic Array. The non-real Frey.
Frey, yeah.
They're sitting up there. Veterans are up there as well, I think in 4th position at the moment. And Team Mooash is actually sitting at 6th. So they've done a really good job of holding out as best they can and obviously taking that first match. But Seraphic Nexus just took the kid gloves off and went, alright, you beat us in the first match, You came close in the second match. We're just going to roll you this time and not leave it to chance. Because they don't want to lose that streak. They don't want to lose that winning streak that they're on at the moment.
On top of that, they did, Mooash pulled out a lineup that is not conventional. Props to them for doing that, but it just didn't work out this time, boys. And Roasted Mango drops in middle lane. See what Mooash is doing right now? They're doing a sneaky Congo, boys. This is definitely not expected. Oh my god. It is definitely a beautiful song, mind you.
They're going to get this Kong too.
Yeah, they pulled off that sneaky Congo.
Condor has been slain. Have destroyed a Legion tower.
Oh, Blood Hunter got it.
GG. Could turn the game around from here. Eruption from that Magnus though, he's going to stun 3 of them. And they just completely melt with Kelp Field and that energy field as well. Blood Hunter.
There comes the token.
There goes Blood Hunter with the token. He will just completely melt.
There's very little left to say about this game. Again, this is a team that knows they're done and they're just having a bit of fun with it.
Is loose. What you gonna do, Massacre?
The team's so shit.
Oh, big hook. Big hook from the Mange. But not quite into the well. Oh, not a bad hook. There we go. Picks up that engineer. Devour can't get close enough to do the Devour though.
Oh shit, Bubbles. He's gonna live. He's gonna live.
Say my name and then double D's.
Oh no.
And he's Smackdown suit.
Legion have destroyed a Hellborn tower.
So, I think, yeah. Oh wow, the little shield underneath the 12 actually goes down as the world tree goes down.
What?
Like you can see the health of the world tree in the thing at the top, underneath the 12.
Oh wow, I never noticed that before. I don't think it's ever got to this point. It's been a long time since the game's been finished legit
Yeah.
that I've seen. It's all been CCs.
Oh, Cthulhu almost got a kill, but not quite.
He's gonna drop. No, they could have let him have it. Saving grace. No, they just hooked that engineer just outside the well, and no kills were had that day. That was a particularly good game from SNX.
Yeah, Seraphic Nexus is showing that they've got it, and they're not afraid to use it, whatever it is. Just completely dominating that game, of course.
Yeah, and props to Mooash for chucking out an experimental team. Love seeing it. Again, unfortunately, it didn't work, but S-Nex, well done. Mosh, bad luck.
Now, Mange, Mr. Mangy, do you have a bit of time? Did you want to do a quick HoN Tour replay match? Or we could do a couple of matches, the round 5, and then probably save round 6 for like another night.
For sure. I'm not bothered. I can do probably, if there's a 2-game series you could find, I'll do 2 games.
Yep.
I probably need to hit the sack diddly.
Alright, we'll check on a Who's That Hero. I'll turn off the delay, and that gives us 6 minutes to set up, and then we should be able to come back straight away, guys, so stay tuned. We're going to come back with some HoN Tour replay casts. It's going to be Lions Esports Club versus TT Esports.
Alright guys,
Who's
I'm gonna
that
head
hero?
off.
Too easy, man. Have a good one, dude.
Yeah, you too guys.
Thanks.
It's
Blitz.
Zip, zap, shock attack with lightning speed.